Hello, YouTube. Hi, Nomi. We are getting very, 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 very close to YouTube partner level 2. We're at 977 subscribers. Amazeballs. And I'm working hard behind the scenes trying to get all of my videos kind of cleaned up and free of any kind of copyright issues, which is quite the undertaking. Learn from my experience. Yeah, I don't know how to do separated audio with a Stream Deck Plus. Don't get me started. Unfortunately. Yeah, so super excited about the YouTube thing. Very excited. Let me get music up and running. I don't know how many of you were able to swing by and hang out with our friend Zach M. Rutledge, who had a really awesome front page stream, had a very special guest. Emma Caulfield. And also got to hang out while he was talking with Mora Moore, which was really great. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, it's so basically all of my audio is controlled by the Stream Deck and Wavelink. And so in order to do that, I would have to have 2 separate sources, I think, coming from Wavelink, which is possible or whatever. But I have other ideas too. Yeah, if I'm interested in setting it up that way, I will definitely let you know. And I just got out of... Ooh, loud? It sounded very loud to me. Like, incredibly loud. Is that just me? Volume is super loud to me. No? Yes? Is this volume a comfortable level for you guys? For the music? It sounds really loud to me. I don't know if they changed the way their volume works on their site. Epidemic Sound. Are you guys all asleep? Wake up! I just want to make sure that the sound levels are okay for you guys. Okay, I know you're working, Danielle. Thank you. It's all good. I just don't want people to be like, well, she may like it like this. And you know what I mean? If the audio isn't balanced. It's just, I did not change the volume slider on Epidemic Sound. And yet the volume was significantly louder for me. Okay. I'm trying to get this fishy guy finished. So in the meeting that we were just in the event in the Makers Discord, in the Creator Club's Artists and Makers section of the Creator Club Discord, we were talking about Raid Pal, and I was able to be a speaker on stage with Pix, and Pix was explaining how Raid Pal works for people who are signing up for the Raid Train that happens next month. So if you are in the Creator Club for Artists and Makers and you have not yet gone in and taken a look at the schedule, I implore you, in order for you to have the best possible chance at a slot that really works for you, make sure you go ahead and do it. I think most of the first day of the train has filled up. And it's 24/7 for like 4 days. So there's plenty of opportunity for you to hop on. And please do not hesitate. And if you have any questions, concerns, whether you're a first-time raid train participant or you have never, or you've done it a dozen times, where this is an opportunity for you to showcase yourself and your work, please make sure that you go ahead and take advantage of it. Don't hesitate. These are your moments to grab hold of an opportunity. Really, Nomi? I know that it goes Thursday to Sunday. Or into Monday, actually. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right? Yeah. Oh, perfect. And now I'm looking at when to meet for helpers. If people want to be helpers for the train, we may still need, it looks like we may still be needing some coverage for helpers overnight, Thursday, particularly overnight on Thursday, a little bit overnight on Friday. Saturday looks pretty good, and a little bit overnight on Sunday. So that is one of the ways that you can be involved additionally. But I know that, some of these hours are tough for people if they work 9 to 5s and they're in the North America. So it looks like 4 p.m. to midnight, actually all the way into about 1:30 a.m., 4 p.m. to 1:30 a.m., Thursday into Friday. And this is my time. This is Pacific time. We are needing coverage for helpers. And all that is you answer questions about, where the train is supposed to be and all that kind of stuff. And, it's kind of like modding light for the streamer who is the current slot on the train. If you've never been a train sitter, train spotter, there's all kinds of different terminology for this in raid trains on Twitch. But, it would be a good chance, too, if you are participating later in the train, but you've not had much experience with trains, helping like this can give you some more kind of background experience. All the slots you could stream, even with an adjustment for the event, were taken already. I'm sorry to hear that, Nomi. I've been trying to make sure to promote it to people here on the stream and let them know that it was going on as soon as the signups opened. You never know, though, Nomi. I know that there are often times when people end up having to change slots. And it could, someone could end up needing to vacate a slot that would work perfectly for you. That's actually how I ended up being able to participate in last time's train. The last Artisan Makers Raid train was someone unexpectedly had to cancel theirs. And so I would keep an eye on the Discord and make sure that you look for somebody saying, oh, it turns out I can't stream at this time. I need to give up my slot. And checking the Raid Pal every so often to see if anybody has released their slot. Not that I know you probably don't want to sit there and camp on it or anything. But, peeking in there every so often might not be the worst idea if you want to try to snag a slot. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That is frustrating. We're trying to make sure as many people can participate as possible. That's one reason why we wanted to make a longer, more slots. Let's see here. And just, kind of to reiterate some of the things that we talked about, one thing we really want to make sure that we are... Oh, interesting. What's going on? How come... Uh-oh. I might have to log back in on ground control here, because it's not showing any Twitch chat. Oh, great. I think it's just broken. Fantastic. Stream Elements, why are you like this? Nomi, will you type something, anything in chat? Yep. Ground control is broken. Cool. That was how I was able to read both chats at once. Wonder, ooh, maybe it's a log out and back in of Stream Elements on the website situation. Dashboard. Always fun to have to do this while you're live. I mean, I see you on my Twitch dashboard. Twitch chat. I wonder if ground control, does it need a check for updates, maybe? Multi-chat is in read-only mode. That's always the case. Show timestamps, highlight mod at mentions. Yep. Nothing. Well, that's fantastic. Let's see. When I click this, settings. Yep, I already tried logging out and back in. Ground control will automatically preload new updates in the background. So it must just be broken for some reason. Well, that's okay. We can pull open YouTube chat. Hopefully nobody's talking over on YouTube and I can't see it. Because I had ground control open, but it wasn't showing anybody's. Let's see here. Nope. Not missing anything on YouTube, it doesn't look like. Yeah, it's okay. Who knows? Here's what we'll do is put that there. And we'll pop out the chat. All right. Enough messing with that stuff. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We got a fishy friend to finish today. Hopefully. Just working on the arms now. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something specific that triggers them for you? That's very unfortunate. I'm so sorry. Thank you to all of you that are just sort of hanging out, lurking. I know. It's a struggle for me sometimes to make it, you know, to other people's channels, and I try very hard to support all of our amazing friends, and there's no way that I could possibly be in every, you know, stream that I'd like to be, and certainly can't be active in every single stream I'd like to be, so, thank you for supporting what we do. Okay. Well, I just want you to take care of yourself. If you know, if you need to go like lay down, or, you know, I know that sometimes it's like dark and quiet from what I understand. Yeah, you know, I'm a squirrel. I make no promises to be like the most on top of things time-wise of anyone you've ever met. I folded so much flipping laundry last night, and I really need to make a habit out of having the children help me with that, but it's just like, I just want to do it, you know? They need to learn how to do it, though, and they're never going to if I don't just suck it up and have them help me. I know, and I'm sorry because I was already like kind of in like wind down mode, and I saw your message and was like, oh, I should at least like say something, and I just wasn't. I was in like off of Twitch mode kind of already last night. Like I said, I spent a bunch of time trying to like clean up, you know, YouTube videos. Les Poisson Steve. And I was just like, I have had it with being in front of a computer today. Here's one issue I have is that this yarn is so fine that a lot of these yarn needles are like too big. This will work. Excited to send this off to Simona. Thank you guys for your support of the channel, which is was the trigger for giving this little guy away. I know you might be like, but Nine, you love this character. Why would you give it away? I don't like holding on to things that I've made very much. For one thing, I have so little space in my house. And it makes me happy to give people things I've made. Sorry, Steve. Got a little personal there with Steve. Hi, Cranston. How are you? Doing some cleaning. Oh, I know. But typically I try to respond when, you know, it's all good. I just didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. Oh, wait. Come on. Okay, there's one arm and one leg attached. Just took some meds for the headache. Hopefully it works. Yeah. I'm not sure if I've ever had like a migraine. I've certainly had some pretty bad headaches. But I know migraines are kind of a whole different beast. Somebody get that? I mean, now that you're here. Oh no. How are you, Rue? What you up to today? Welcome to spring in the Midwest. Yeah. Oh, I'm aware. I would obviously I would go there to help my mom if she needed me. You know, if it's like at all humanly possible. And I like being able to go back for visits to see her, but yeah, man. That's some crazy weather in the Midwest. Hi, Five. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. So, I'm not totally opposed to working with the smaller yarn, but it can be challenging. Let's just put it that way. I see that I missed a spot right here. Glad I noticed that before I like tied everything off and wove it all in. Probably crocheted. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in, and if you prefer to lurk, please enjoy your lurk. Otherwise, if you want to chat with us, we'd love to get to know you better, but I don't address people until they start talking in chat. I like to let people live their best lurker lives. I think I'm gonna do... Yeah, I was thinking about just crocheting them. No me. Oh, shoot. I didn't used to be very conscientious per se about like, I mean, I thought I was being conscientious about weaving in ends. And then I made some toys and handed them over to children in my household. And, you know, kids are not always so, do not always go easy on their toys. And realized that whenever possible, if you can connect... Come on now. If you can, connect ends. Come on, dude. I promise I'm not trying to be sassy right now. Okay, you can't see it. I'm not trying to give him a butt. Before you guys say, give him a butt. Because I already know you. Some Amis deserve to be made cheeky. Some of them demand to be made cheeky. All right. Le Poisson Steve just needs... Hi, Tropical Moisture. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Tropical Moisture is in the Artisan Makers Club. Get followed, nerd. Get shouted out, nerd! That's an emote from another streamer that Tropical Moisture is responsible for. I do my homework. I click emotes when I'm like, what's this cute thing? Congrats on the white tea partner. Almost to 1K. Wait, or are you talking about Tropical Moisture?
Seems to be true that I found my heart
Yeah, we are YouTube partner level 1. So we are trying to get to YouTube partner level 2. We are 23 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Very, very close. Just going through too and trying to kind of clean up. Ooh, 980. 980. We're 20 away now. Awesome. Right. We have achieved level 1. Help her achieve level 2 by subscribing and watching videos at the link pinned at the top of chat. Thank you, Cranston, for pinning the link. Steve, just be like... Splat. Yeah. Yeah. I know, I just left him face down on the desk. I'm about to, like, really get kind of aggressive here. Actually, I should look... at a... picture maybe, or I could just go for it. Yeah. Don't. It's okay. Don't panic. I'm a professional. Okay, start panicking. I have no idea where this ends. It's okay. It's fine. How long did this take me? That is such a popular question. How many hours did you spend on this project? How long does it take to make that? And I cannot ever answer it accurately because I don't want to give you an inaccurate answer, and I don't track how long it takes me to make things. Not to mention, there's an amount of time it would take me to make something. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you a straightforward answer. There's an amount of time it would take me to make something, and then there's the amount of time that it takes to make something on stream. And it's so widely variable, and I stop constantly while I'm live, which, you know, that's normal. Fortunately, there are VODs, but Cranston, it's not an accurate representation because it took me across 6 streams, you know, because sometimes I get interrupted very nicely by support events and things like that. You sew and hand embroider, but you cannot crochet. I doubt that. If you can sew and hand embroider, I think you could probably crochet. It could be a matter of holding your hook and or the yarn differently, but it's okay if that's not something you're all that interested in. If you've tried it in the past and been like, not for me, no biggie. I'm not here to try and talk you into it unless you do want to give it a try again. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I mean, and there's some, you know, tricks and stuff, but I get it. There's some things I don't really care to, you know, mess with because it just makes my brain bend in a way that's a little too uncomfortable. Or like something like dancing, I just can't follow someone else's choreography. And if you're left-handed, we know a gal that can help. It might be Redtastic. Spoiler, it's definitely Redtastic. Oh no, I didn't tab over. Who the heck is this? Who is this imposter? We don't know much about them, but we're sure Redtastic is great. No followers, but they have a profile picture and a YouTube. Well, let's try this again, like that. Who knows if this person ever checks their dashboard? Maybe they'll come in here and be like, hello, and then you guys can battle. You guys can arm wrestle for the for the username. We have ads coming in a minute, and I actually, this is my second cup of coffee today, and I need to go use the restroom, so. I'm gonna do that in a moment here. Why did I open a new browser window? Oh yeah, to look up a picture of Steve. Yeah, the mouth is smaller. It's not as I was making it rather large. I think it should go maybe about to here. And then just above the middle. Ooh, I just thought of something. Okay, we're gonna go. Did she just meow? You were red-tastical for a while because of it, but most streamers and chatters thought you were complaining about a personal swelling condition. Wait, what? Oh my goodness, Redtastic. And then you would have needed to have this command, but in order to explain some things. Oh my goodness. I love you, Redtastic. I really do. Guys, please make sure you're following Redtastic. And Nomi. Don't forget about our friend Nomi. Tropical moisture. This is what it's like in here. This is actually maybe a little bit on the calm side. Just so you know. All right, I am going to step away. I'm actually going to run a longer ad break because I'm going to step away from the computer. So 3-minute ad break. I know that's a long ad break, but it's so I can get up, stretch, check on my pups, use the restroom, and turn off pre-rolls for a full hour afterwards. So thank you for sticking with us through the ads. I really appreciate it. It is a way you can support the platform and my content. Thank you. Ooh, yay! 19 away. Let's go. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this she's talking about? 360 no scoping some kid. What even is that? So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. Stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
I'm here a lot earlier this time to say it is sub time. La 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 low 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 low.
Yeah, you're like,
Get good, Jess Martin. No, I'm kidding. Hi, Tysees. It's so hard. How are you supposed to do that in creative? It's an unrealistic expectation. So, would you like to tell a knock-knock joke?
He just got double shushed.
You got double shushed. You got shushed in stereo. Clip it. You got shushed in stereo. Ha! Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Good save. That was my fault.
I have reflexes.
Well, I wasn't going to come back after today when she spilled her coffee everywhere and then peed her pants a little, but now that there's some free stickers. Oh my God! Oh! Ugh! I'm never doing that again. I can. All right, Linus. I'll see your eyebrows and I'll raise you a nostril flare.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Eh. Ha.
See, subs get snapped. Chair dancing. My legs hurt so bad from all the squats.
Sir, your song set the alert level to DEFCON 5. Please refer to the operations manual for further
I love you,
instructions.
May. Thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. Here, I'll do my best impression of the like underpass. You know, the highway underpass dancing. You earned it. Guns out, y'all! Yeah! Woo! I'm sorry, I'm so loud. Oh! Oh, yeah! 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just do it!
It's so. That's right, get wrecked, cancer! Me versus the last person. Ooh.
9.45.
Yeah, good! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Woo! No.
Okay, bye, 9.
Tuna! What? Like you wouldn't do the same thing, Tuna! Okay?
He's resin
Oh my
his
god!
friend.
Oh my god! Help me! Ugh, tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. There's a rift to go! Hell yeah. Sour cream. I was thinking about using apple cider vinegar. I'm not gonna put sugar in it because the hubs can't have it. Okay. 1 yellow cucumber.
Clip this.
Oh my god. Don't just stand there. Is there a towel? Didn't I bring...
Hi, welcome to my channel.
And I'm about to not be so supportive of this. That's right. Oh! Whoa, did you see that? That was cool. No. Nobody expects the land boat. Chaos
is courtesy of our $500 milestone. Oh my god!
What? What?
You complete me. I love you.
Yeah!
You're taking the computer. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything is right. Oh my god! Thank you,
What's going
Anonymous. Someone just donated $200 to St. Jude. We're at $1,002. You guys get to smash me in the face with a whipped cream pie. Yay! Go! Like the
Please.
I have real children. I have three children that came from the inside of me. Why did I say it like that? Why do I say these things?
No one wants.
Ooh, piece of candy. 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 Ooh, piece of candy.
Okay, thank you. Puppies couldn't decide if they wanted to puppies and cats, and nobody wanted to decide if they wanted to go outside or stay inside, or do they want food, or what do they want? They're just staring at me. I'm like, do you need something? Hi, I see you, Mateo. I see you on YouTube. Thank you. So I stood there and ate licorice while they all made up their minds. I can't decide. Do I want to do the eyes with felt? Hi, buddy. What's going on? It's our friend Hot Pants Gaming. How you doing? RC, I'm sorry to hear about all your meetings. That's insane. Something I forgot to mention earlier, I am going to be a guest on our friend Mama Zach, Zakayla's stream. On what day is it? Saturday the 3rd? Mm-hmm. I should update that. No, that's not what I meant. I think we're doing it at, let me look. She made a Blue Sky announcement. Let me look at that really quick. What is she barking at? Oh. I have sung You Are My Sunshine to all 3 of my children and still sing it to the 8-year-old. She asks me to sing to her every night. Crud, what was I doing? Oh yeah, Blue Sky. My brain, man. Okay, she's celebrating all day, 10 a.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Okay, I think I did it. Also, I did hear back. We did not get front page for May, which is too bad considering that's when we're going to be doing the bulk of our Play Live stuff. I had applied specifically for a special Play Live stream, but it's all good. We have had incredible fortune when it comes to being picked for those things. I cannot complain about how much exposure we've been offered through these programs. So that's not in any way me asking for any condolences or anything like that. Just I had mentioned it, and so I wanted to let you guys know. We did not get picked for front page for May, but that's okay. Then we can do an application for June. I think Stand Up to Cancer is happening in August. Wait, what? I'm so confused. What's going on? Artsy has 8 meetings tomorrow. That's ridiculous. You do all the things, so you get all the meetings, and one is a special planning meeting that you need to prep for today for. Yeah, in the clips when Moni steals the cucumber, it's pretty funny. Doing okay, battling a headache. Thanks, Cranston, for the support and inputs. It was an interesting ride. Hot Pants says, I'm okay. How is everyone doing? I miss y'all. Have you just been super busy? Hot Pants. You're an interesting ride. Just reading the reviews, lol. Thanks, Redtastic. You helped me try really hard. I just don't fit here. What do you mean, Mateo? Okay. I mean, not trying to pry, just reading my chat and want to make sure I understand what's going on. Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, listen. It's... Yeah. No. It's okay. We listen. Hey, have you been coming to our channel regularly as a viewer and, you know, rated into us and supported what I do here and used your Twitch Prime on my channel and commented on my YouTube videos and taken time out of your day, multiple days, many different individual days, so repeatedly supporting what I do? So you do not need to worry about that. It's the folks that come in and they haven't invested anything and they expect something that are kind of, to me, sort of, that can be a problem. And even then, I'm just going to use the opportunity to hopefully like educate and not, you know, not to shame people, but just say like, hey, think about how this looks. Think about what it might, you know, how easy it would be to interpret your actions as selfish, you know? Don't be too late. Keep telling you guys, the second you redeem that, it's too late. Don't be suspicious. 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 But you keep doing it. Listen, hey, Mateo, no matter what, if you are making a decision that is about, you know, what's right for you and what is the right path forward, that's all that matters. I support you no matter what you decide. Okay? I'm just letting you know you're not derailing. We have gotten to know you. You are a part of our community. So it's different when people are showing up. You know what I mean? I have had multiple friends come to this same conclusion, but also you never know when maybe there's some other thing that you'd want to do and it would work out better. There's so many factors. This is the hard part about it. The difficult part is there's no formula, there's no guidebook. You know, you can certainly do research and take tips, and you can watch other people's tutorials on how to, you know, incorporate things into your stream, and you can even sign up for coaching and stuff like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. But what works for somebody else is not necessarily going to work for you, and may not work for you now, but maybe it would work later. And it works now, but it might not work later again, or whatever. And it's just constantly evolving. And that can be hard for people. For me, it's like, oh, cool. You mean I get to indulge the side of me that is like insanely fickle? Are you super lagged, Nomi? Are your chats coming through like really late, or are you getting the feed really late? Okay. You cannot force OBS to be a dumpster fire, nor can you ask Twitch to create a category for your content that is a one-off. Oh, you cannot force OBS to not be a dumpster fire. A dumpster fire that self-ignites once a week. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. Lol. Nah, Mateo, you're trying different things out. You never know when some other idea will come into your head, you know, that you want to do that would totally be perfect for Twitch. So, you know, just know that we are here, and if you do decide you're going to do, you know, Twitch stuff, we want to help you, but I get it. Are you thinking YouTube is a better place for what you need to do, want to do, or what? YouTube and LinkedIn, yeah. In the future, you can envision live podcasts and IRL stuff. There's so many directions that this can go, right? Where, like, there's people who mostly their content is reels and shorts and videos, but they also go live here from time to time, right? And so when they go live here, it's a treat for their audience to get to interact with them live. And then there's people like me where it's the opposite direction, mostly, where I'm mostly creating live content. And then, posting the VODs so that people can watch them after the fact and they don't disappear after 90 days over on YouTube, and making the occasional one-off short where I get to just goof off and do something silly and not have to think super hard about it. And occasionally those blow up a little bit and we get some interaction and we get some new subscribers and stuff on YouTube. But I'm not worried about trying to run I don't know how many hours a week I broadcast here. It's a lot. I'm not worried about trying to run a channel here that's like basically my full-time occupation, and then all the stuff we do for charity and all the stuff we do on Discord and being a founder of the Artists and Makers Club and plus my part-time job, plus taking care of a family, plus helping with helping my husband with I do not have time for extensive video editing stuff. I just don't. If I were to be trying to keep up with, for example, being more active with videos on YouTube and like editing videos and all that other stuff, I would get like 4 hours of sleep a night and then I would crash hard. Like I would probably get sick and then have to take a bunch of time off to recover from it. So I'm not doing that to myself because I won't. I can't and I won't, because I want to be here. Have I heard of Sizzle? No. What's Sizzle? You're actually not going to edit to start, just VOD. Yeah. Listen. You are always going to be welcome here, and we want to support you, so use the Discord too to post about your stuff. I have concerns about that kind of service. I don't like giving a company access to my content like that. I guess it would depend on exactly what level of access they're looking for. Yeah. Hey, look. Like I've said this many times, it's okay to decide that you would rather just be a Twitch viewer. We need viewers. And it's really helpful to those of us who, we love supporting each other as broadcasters, but I firmly believe that anyone that wants to try streaming should. And I also firmly believe in giving something a chance, but being honest with yourself about whether or not it is serving the purpose that you want it to, or it's working out, quote unquote, Everybody has different, I've said this so many times and in so many different ways. There's so many different ways to do this, and that is both the beauty of it and the terrifying thing about it. There is no one right, surefire way. I have to decide how I'm going to do these eyes. Get out of here, Redtastic. No, I can't do that. His eyes are like this big. That's crazy. That would be crazy. Can you imagine if I sat here and did French knots? No, that doesn't. No, it's not the right shape. You're going to find me buttons that are oval, 2 buttons that are oval, or a button that looks like his eye that's oval. It's a very specific character we're crocheting. Do you not know about Le Poisson Steve? Here, let me tell you about Le Poisson Steve. This is Steve. Le Poisson Steve. Le orange. Il a des bras et les jambes. Les poissons Steve. La 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 la. La 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 la. Uh. Well, I don't have those things, Fantastic. I don't have those things. Okay. Enough of that because I need to figure this out. I could crochet them. I could crochet them. Nah, yeah, I don't wanna. Then you have to use glue, and what if it comes unglued? No, you can't felt on cotton. You can't. You can't needle felt on this. It's not acrylic or wool. Les Poissons Steve. Oh, jeez. Come on now. Is this too big? No. Oh my god, why? Black yarn, why? Ah! Too big. You're not used to this keyboard anymore. You're on the old PC because storms. Where are your grungy low lights to tell you where the F and J keys are? You thought you were not used to it because it was the keyboard you cleaned. This one has dots on them like Braille in a sense, but the stiffness of the switches is horrid. Yeah, I need to take mine apart and clean it. Oh, wait. Maybe I should do it like this. You were going to this weekend, but you had a bigger... Yeah. We did a lot of yard work this weekend. Which, like, you know, obviously in and of itself is not very fun. But it was quality time with our kids. You know, working on a project all together to take care of our home. How does it look better on the back? Do I go back and try it the other way? Yes. Come on. So tiny. I think that looks pretty freaking good. Bruh. Hi, DJ. You know. Just doing the things. Why do I keep throwing everything on the floor? Stop it. Yarn. The yarn is splitting. One, two. For crying out loud. I don't know what you think you're doing. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Which tarot deck would you like? That's very sweet and very kind. I understand. I know what you mean. I'm right there with you. And I do that as much as I possibly can. And I know you do too. I know because I have Cthulhu. I've seen you do it, and not just here. So, and more importantly than anything else, with your time and your energy and your creativity and your encouragement of other people, that is the stuff that really matters. But you supporting the channel financially helps me continue to do this, and I know that that is a tough thing for some of us. For me in particular, I have a hard time. You know, I wish we lived in a world where money wasn't even necessary. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's very, very, very kind. And when people support the channel, it is possible for me to do more for others and to pay it forward, like DJ says. So thank you so much. Let's get that Cthulhu deck out. And let me move my camera real quick. Warning, I'm going to move the camera. It might shake a bit, and I know that's hard on some people if they have like vertigo and stuff. Seriously, DJ, I really appreciate you. And every little bit helps right now while we're trying to navigate an unfortunate situation with our finances. You know, clearly I understand some people's philosophy is like, hey, it's better to owe the government at the end of the year than to be handing your money over to them and then getting it back. And that way you can't put it in a savings account and you can't invest it and you can't do this and you can't do that. I don't like owing tax. When it comes time to do taxes, I would rather find out that we're getting a refund, frankly. But it's okay, and it's going to be okay. And, you know, I also found out that it might have something to do with how Twitch reported streamers' income this last year, because I'm not the only one who has faced this situation as a full-time content creator or part-time. There's your squeaky chicken to go into. This little bowl that I made that has to hold all of the squeaky chickens from 5, every multiple of 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. You are amazing. I really appreciate it very much. Cthulhu. Wherefore art thou, Cthulhu? Show yourself in all of your terrible glory. You didn't get anything from Twitch at all. You should look into that. It's possible that, you know, like, I don't know. I'm not asking about details about your finances, but I think sometimes they don't issue forms. But I certainly did end up owing, but that's okay. This deck is very thick. My husband brought it home for me from the shop. It's a very thick deck. It's not the worst idea. You don't want to, you know, end up in a... You would expect nothing less of a Cthulhu deck. I was trying to get the hang of, whatever you would call that. Overhand shuffling. Is there a particular thing you'd like to ask about? And you don't know, you know, you can be as vague or as specific as you'd like. I'm not. So I wonder, it's like, I see people where they'll hold, more like this. And like, I'm like, how do you do it? I'm not very coordinated when it comes to certain, you know, like fine motor skills stuff. I'm good at, but like, see, it just went like that. The cards are so thick, it's kind of hard to like. People will be really like aggressive about shuffling, and I'm like, how do you do that? They are pretty. The artwork is cool too. They need broken in, yeah. And I'm just used to shuffling. When I've shuffled cards in the past, it's always been like this. When they're stiff and new, it's super hard. See, they don't even want to. And I don't want to like. Chicken nugs are here. Enjoy your noms. Okay. Kiddo surprised you with them. Tostitos and hot bean dip. Hey, man, I love that kind of snack. I'm a salty, crunchy. Do I do it like this? Wait, what? A deal on DoorDash. Free 10-piece with a qualifying order. Ads in 2 minutes. All right, here's your first card. Oh, here's your first 2 cards. No, see, these aren't shuffled properly. I got 8 and 7 of wands. They're not shuffled properly. See, this happened last time. You need to stop digging into this clearance Easter jelly bean bag. This happened last time. The cards were not shuffled properly. The artwork's really cool on these ones too, DJ. Maybe I need to close my eyes because I'm like thinking too hard about it. Okay, that one. That one. This one. Ooh, those were stuck together. I'll take the one on top. Ooh, we have 4. Here, this one goes back. I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay, though. I'm learning. So while I'm still kind of learning about this and getting used to doing it, I'm using this. All right. 7 of swords. the Magician, and 2 of Swords. 7 of Swords, the Magician, and 2 of Swords. A creature stands with hoofed feet and a lack of skin. He looks like he has shed his skin. He holds a tall blade in his hand. He is ready to go into the cave for a fight. His stance is open and he is ready to swing. His face has no human features. He is epitome of evil. His teeth are sharp and his head is alien-like. There is no stopping this creature in his journey. Sense of reality is distorted in this picture, leading you to think you are in an alternate world. The sky... Oh, this is an 8! Oh my god. I know how to read. Never mind. The stairs are illuminated with a bright yellow light. Comforting for anyone. Wait a second. We have ads. We have ads. I meant to snooze. I'll wait.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
DJ, that's a 36-month resub. You know what that means, chat? It means the big chicken. It means the big chicken 3 times, you guys. It's time for Big Red, okay? If you've never been here for this before, it's gonna get serious. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. You might want to, 3 mother-clucking years, you might want to turn the volume down if you're sensitive to loud noises or there's somebody asleep in the room near you. Otherwise, crank it up to 11. I don't care what you do. I'm not your mom. Are you ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Thank you so much. Thank you for using your Prime DJ. You could have used that on anybody on this platform. I appreciate the heck out of you. Ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. This is number 2. Good one. All right, one more time. 3 years. Thank you so much, DJ. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for all of your amazing support. Ready? Here's number 3. Go! So much love. Thank you. Thank you. Sub hi. I can't do what I do without your support. Not to this level. Thank you so much. I appreciate the heck out of you, friend. I'm honored that you choose to support here. I really am. All right, back to your tarot reading. 8 of Swords, not 7. The Magician and 2 of Swords. All right, 8 of Swords. The stairs are illuminated with a bright yellow light, comforting for anyone walking up or down them. It is not until you reach the lower room that the darkness begins to creep inside. The darkness turns into a monster with great blue eyes and smoke surrounding the back of the staircase with the entrance into the room. The contrast between light and dark is huge. It holds a greater metaphor about good and evil within. Are you walking into the darkness or coming out of the light? Things to consider. The 8 of Swords can indicate that you are trapped by your fears and feeling powerless. However, all is not lost. It is possible to walk out of the darkness and into the light. Don't hesitate to ask others for help. Having an open mind will help you climb to a higher level when facing new opportunities. I could see that having some bearing for you right now, but that you are maybe you're in that transitionary period, but also that sometimes we have to be comfortable with that in-between space. You know? The Magician. The Magician stands tall and in control. He is surrounded by the green abyss of the sea, commanding Cthulhu as his tentacles move behind him. A golden light is glowing from the bottom of the picture and creeping its way up towards the green monster. The Magician is commanding attention. He is the representation of magic and balance. He is the type of person to command the magic within him and around him. He uses his relationship between spirit and earth to manifest his goals in the earthly realm. The Magician is using his hands and his eyes to convert energy into matter. He is staring straight ahead, his eyes filled with knowledge and unlimited potential. The Magician embodies the elements of water, wind, fire, and earth. The Magician embodies the conscious mind. This card is a creator and reminds you that everything you need to know is right in front of you. All you have to do is reach out and grab it. Just like the Magician, you embody the elements, fire, earth, air, and water. When you are able to use these elements within your own spiritual being, nothing will stop you from creating your dreams. It is time to move forward. Recognize your potential and bring your intentions into fruition. Using the tools of the Magician to create a plan that establishes your path, use your judgment to think before you act, and use your self-confidence to clear a pathway for success. Don't fear your potential. Aha! And then also the 2 of Swords. Francis Thurston sits at a desk surrounded by books, reading a manuscript as he tries to put the puzzle pieces of knowledge together. Thurston sits researching his uncle's rambling notes while trying to make sense of the conflicting notes and articles. The 2 of Swords often represents conflicting ideas and visions. Sheepy got this card yesterday. Just like Thurston is having conflicting ideas about his uncle's work, he is also having difficulty making a decision. Or was it Sheepy? Maybe it was Robot Wizard. Somebody got this card recently. Is the relief real? Is there really a monster out there? This card is a card of choice, and it can often indicate difficulty making a decision. In order to make the right decision, make sure to do adequate research. Free yourself from emotion and rely on your mind. You may need to compromise, but this card indicates all parties will be satisfied. Again, so you had that card. You also had the 8 of Swords. There seems to be a theme here, I think. Indecision. Indecision can be really hard. So I would definitely husband texting me. I would definitely I know you're already doing a lot of the things this is describing. You didn't tell me your intention, but you were just seeking confirmation and you got it. There you go. taking a new path and a new approach, or like, you know, starting up something completely new from scratch, it can be really intimidating and it's easy to second guess yourself. But that's why we say, like, just do it. You know, the worst that could happen is it doesn't work out, but at least you tried. Apply for the opportunity. The worst they can say is no. What if they say yes? We didn't get front page for May. I've gotten it a bunch of times that I've applied for it. It's really hard when you're feeling disappointment. It can be easy when you're feeling disappointment to go, okay, what's the point? You know, to like say, oh, well, I guess I should just quit trying or whatever. But I don't think that any of us would, if a friend came to us and described what we're going through, we would tell them, no, it's okay. Like, you know, you can do this. So you have to be able, it's kind of telling you need to be able to step outside of your own situation and see things from as dispassionate and as impartial a view as you possibly can to be able to make the right decisions going forward. It's not, this kind of approach doesn't mean that you don't honor your emotions and you don't allow yourself space and time to process your emotions, but more so that you don't allow your emotions to control how you respond entirely. Because I think sometimes we feel like it's black or white. It's either you're completely at the mercy of your emotions or shoving them all the way out of the way. And I think that we're complex creatures in that sense, and we are aware of our own emotions. We're capable of really great things intellectually, and sometimes intellectualizing your emotions is important, and other times you just have to let them flow. I think, you know, it seems like to me, I've seen you talking about what you want to do, you know, with like kind of content and just your life in general, and I think you're on the right path for you, finding balance, right? And recognizing that just because, you know, maybe you had a bad hour or day or week or month or year or series of years, that does not have to dictate what your future is. But only you have, you know, only you can prevent forest fires. No. I'm sorry.
Thanks to a kosher bacon jam for my sub gift.
Oh, came apart. Welcome back for 31 hecking months. Oh, yeah. DJ, what color fishy do you want for your Prime resub? And same question came apart. What color chickie do you want to be? Unlike many rodents, capybaras do not have a tail. Blue came apart. Purple for you, DJ. They are really cute. They're really cool. There's giant guinea pigs. Here's purple. Purple is a popular color. I have to dig to find one. There it is. Purple chicken. Here you are, DJ. 3, 2, 1. Peacock! Oh, hi, Crucial Blue. How are you? Thank you so much. Yeah. Hey, welcome in. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. No. Get back in there. No way. Came apart. Aw, congratulations. That's crazy, dude. Time flies. You know, hey, look, I may not you know, I may not be Twitch's most cutting edge you know, over the top high energy entertainer. And I mean, you know, people would probably describe me as high energy, but then there's times when things are mellow and chill in here and when we have more serious discussions too. Like, you know, I'm not a therapist, but I think it's important to have spaces where you know, get to express those kind of thoughts and stuff. How you doing today, Crucial Blue? All right. Now, I need to remember, did I do this? I think I did it in the front. And I think I attached the white. And then tightened this down. See, I'm not very good at remembering how I did something like 5 minutes ago. You're standing vertical, so you cannot complain. Good. We're just working on this. I don't always get swept up by, you know, memes all that easily. Quite to this level, but I really love the little Le Poisson Steve. Kind of got into my brain. So I was like, okay, maybe if I make a doll, that would do it. And then I made a painting, and now I'm trying to finish the doll because we gave the doll away. I try to do giveaways because otherwise I would have so much stuff that I've made. We are live on YouTube and getting very close to YouTube partner level 2. So if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to the YouTube, it is very much appreciated. That's a free way that you can help me to be able to continue making content, that you can support the content here. Aha. Caesars. You've had to take time to take care of your own health, and that means dragging yourself away from the basement from time to time to get outside. Came apart IRL before URL, dude. And you got a little one, which is like, yes, you should be taking care of yourself for yourself, but you also have a little person who depends on you, and self-care is important when you are looking after others, you know? Thank you, Laura. You need to get something off your chest. This is serious and you're sorry, but Jell-O plus salad equals gross. Really gross. And you blame the 50s and 60s cookbooks. I think...
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Cranston Snore just subscribed with Prime.
Cranston, thank you. Cranston, you do so much for our community already. Thank you so much, friend. What color chickie would you like? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. DJ2, you guys already do a lot for us as mods, you know, and just supporters and being here. And I really, really appreciate it so much. Blue for you, Cranston. Thank you. Hi, Chris. I'm good. How are you? LPS next equals Diamond Art. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means. Right in your childhood, your mom made strawberry rhubarb jello all the time. I love rhubarb. Was she making strawberry jello with pieces of rhubarb in it? You love all of the vintage cookbooks, and the Jello sections are hilarious. The worst part is like all the like hot dog, the ways to eat a hot dog that should be like illegal, to incorporate hot dogs into things. I love a good hot dog. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, baby. I'll take a coney dog. Oh, La Poisson Steve. I see. I don't know if there is a diamond art of La Poisson Steve. Is that a thing already? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Cranston, welcome back for 41 months. Thank you for using your Prime. Ooh. Am I out? Oh, I have one more blue chicken. Two more blue chickens? The meat gelatinous confections, all the best. Ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. There you go. Thanks, Cranston. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate you. And came apart. 31 months. Cranston, 41 months. DJ, 36 months. That's a lot. You just got back from the store. Oh, yeah? Was there a whole lot of shaking going on down there at the store? Hi, Connie. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. All right. Yes, the noises are necessary when you're struggling with your crochet project. It helps. I'm like the Monica Seles of crochet. I'm going to find out real quick the average age of my audience right now. A bunch of you probably don't know who she is. I don't know. Well, no, that's not true. A bunch of you do know who she is. A few of you may not know who she is. Yeah, Redtastic knows what I'm talking about. Ugh! I'm pretty sure that Monica Seles was the gruntiest. I don't think Steffi Graf was known for her grunting like Monica was. She's no... Steffi's was a high-pitched karate sound, yeah. John McEnroe's was just a string of expletives. Serena Williams is a grunter big time. Lots of tennis players are. That was your best tennis grunt noise. Yeah. Is more like I'm down with this this sick beat. He threw rackets, he threw tantrums. He was quite the toddler out there. Rackets, chairs. You're like, wait, but it's tennis. No, man. There's some people that get serious. Yeah, you did. He acted like a toddler. It's quite entertaining. All the F-bombs. And he's this goofy looking dude, too. Fart. I wonder if he ever farted. You're making a Steve too. So is Amu. Amu Blue. Is that right? Amu Blue? That's cool. It's he's taken the world by storm, Steve has. I don't know. You know what? I think his eyes might need to be a little bit further over. Oh, that's okay. I especially don't need to know if a Le Poisson Steve Diamond Art kit exists. Personally, I have too many other projects right now. But thank you for looking. Ah. Yeah, that's better. I should use pins. I don't want to. I hate pinning. But it will help. And it also looks really horrendous when you're pinning eyes. Do these need to be even further back on his head? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, right. Okay. Huggins, you give to all in chat and stream, especially the lurkers. Thanks to the mods for helping as well. Twerking butts. Ads in 3 minutes. Thank you. More like a minute now. Idea, and you shall put it into being of this universe. Looks like he has a sparkle in his eye. Wait, you can gift things on fourth wall. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure you've entered a number of those giveaways here in the chat when people have sponsored them. I can't remember whether or not... I think you've won before. Have you not? I can't remember. It's a really nice feature. I think it's really cool that they offer it. Oh my god. So close to being done, and all I want to do is put it down. Why is that? Why, when I get this close to finishing something, do I go like, ugh, I want to work on something else? I'm not going to. I'm just asking, why do our brains do this? Can you guys, you can't even see what I'm doing because why didn't any of you yell at me? Why didn't any of you say, we can't see what you're doing, streamer? Hello? Oh my god. Hey, as long as you say, oh, hey, just in case you don't know, we can't see your hands. The whole point of having a hand cam. And some people, you know that, and they're just doing something temporarily off scene or whatever, and they'll hopefully be polite and say, oh yeah, thanks, I know. Such tiny stitches. That depends on who you ask, I think. It took you 3 days to finish the show Wednesday again? Ah. Okay, no worries, no me. Sometimes they just won't give in until you do what they want. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just kind of, you know. I don't know. Do you like figure skaters? They're also on thin ice. Yeah, it sort of says something. You know, your first message in a chat, it says something about you. And the last thing I care about is what somebody looks like. Personally. And that includes myself. Ah, crud. Ta-da! Oh, shoot. I didn't tie knots. That's okay. I don't think Simona's going to be manhandling this like my kids would. Yeah! Uh-oh, his mouth is a little crooked. Am I going to have to do that part over? Yeah, it's a little crooked. I should have done the eyes first. Can I just yoink this out of here? Yeah, it's easy. Look. Oh, it's stuck. Nobody will ever know. Unless they open the doll up. Look.
Thanks
I
to
wanna
it
thank
as
you
it
from
goes
the
for my
bottom of my heart.
sub-gift wag. I have a big sub.
You were on the receiving end of what we like to refer to as a Karen Day special. Order up! But it was courtesy of Milson Ghost. Yes, you got a 3-month gift sub from Ghost. Thank you so much, Ghost. Very kind. Very kind indeed. How are you, Blueberry Bean? That's better. Hi, Raven. How are you, Raven? You blame me for having Le Poisson Steve in your head at any given time? Also, you saw that I pinned your yes. Hey, look, you know, I do what I can. Come on. Come on. Steve Le Poisson Steve. Wah. Il est là, il est orange. Il a des bras et les jambes. No, what do you mean no? It's so amazing. You know what? Just for that. Steve. Il pas son Steve. Pas son Steve. Ange. Il a fait pas. Et les gens. Poisson Steve. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Poisson Steve. Hi, Layers with Lily. Hello, everybody. Steve. Hi, everybody. You came in just at the tail end of us listening to the inspiration for this little goofball here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the fart zone, or maybe it's the Steve zone now. I don't know, man. I just am so into this little dude. Nerdy Raiders hopping in. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Thanks, hard worker. That's especially meaningful coming from you with a username like that. You know what I mean? Le Poisson Steve. Ah, ah. Even though he be stinky, we still love him. That's true. Hi, welcome in, everybody. If you've never been here before, hi, I'm 9.5 and I'm called that because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. Yes, a very bold restaurant coworker gave me this nickname many years ago. Thankfully for said coworker, I have an excellent sense of humor. And you could say that the nickname stuck, unlike the top half of my finger. Even though that's the lyrics for the last two lines on the song. I know, I wish I spoke French. The song is actually longer, yeah, than most people realize. What were you up to on stream today, Layers with Lily? What were you up to on stream? Thank you so much for rating. I really appreciate it. Let me give you a follow. I actually recently cleared out my follows. Did you guys know there's a following cap on Twitch? And I've hit it like 1,000,000 freaking times. They don't want us to have that many friends. You were 3D designing your own neon signs. That sounds super cool. For 3D printing, very cool. Right on. That's awesome. Is that mostly what you do on stream, or do you do other stuff as well? Please tell us about your channel. Yeah, lucky you don't live near Raven. You randomly start screaming Steve and singing the song at home. I love you, Raven. Layers with Lily, you have a sub badge. Somebody got you, Clen. So one of the perks of being a subscriber here is you can post links without needing a permit. So if you have any links that you'd like to post to where you show off your artwork, or if you create content on other platforms like TikTok or YouTube, if you have a link tree where all of that stuff lives, you are welcome to post that link at any time, and you do not need to request a permit. When you're a subscriber, you get to post links to chat without a permit. You've been doing that to your wife for weeks now? Oh my goodness, Raven. That's one of the benefits of being a subscriber here, and thank you very much to Clen, our friend Clancy, for sharing that benefit with you via a gift sub, which is such an awesome way to support the channel and give others the gift of subscriber benefits. So post away whenever you're ready. No pressure, of course, but we'd love to have you share. You do 3D printing tips and tricks. Every week is a different theme. Last week, you were 3D printing things for growing plants. Oh, nice. I like to garden. Very cool. You post your highlights on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. There is a link tree, everybody. There is a link tree. It is pinned to the top of chat. Please give Layers with Lily a follow on YouTube Shorts. We are live on YouTube as well right now. Hi YouTube, if you're watching over there, thank you. Get subscribed to on YouTube, Layers with Lily. There's nothing you can do about it now. I'll follow you on TikTok. I do a little bit of TikTok here and there. Sometimes I go over there, and that's where I like to do a live, just random live where I'm like, yeah, no, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with all of the bells and whistles of Twitch. But then I get to see, like, so-and-so got a universe. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, what's a universe anyways? I don't even know. I'm part of the universe, I think. Followed you on Blue Sky as well. Everybody click those links. And drop a follow over on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky. 3D models on Thingiverse. Is it like a social media type thing, or is it like a shop? Can people purchase stuff from you there? Is that a way to support you financially? Explain what Thingiverse is. Universe is like a Twitch bits celebration that's a lot of money. Okay. No wonder they're telling everyone on the platform when someone receives one. And then we all get to go, yay! Thingiverse is a platform where people share 3D models for free. Oh, cool. Right on. That's so awesome. Check it all out, you guys, especially those of you that do 3D printing. Welcome in, everyone. I just literally just am putting the finishing touches on a Le Poisson Steve doll that I freehanded. So I made this guy just kind of mostly just sort of from my imagination. I did find someone else's pattern to make a tail that would stay put a little bit better and wasn't so floppy. I've been crocheting since I was 7. I went to school for theater. I also played music in school, and I've been trying to get back into doing some music here and on YouTube. I'm a full-time content creator, mom of 3. We live in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. I'm right on the Oregon-Washington border. I also knit, cross-stitch, do some painting here and there, diamond art, etc. Lots of crafty and creative stuff. And I am a founder of the Artists and Makers Creator Club here on Twitch. I'm also a member of the Twitch Women's Guild and a number of other teams and clubs. And we do a lot of charity, including Team Quirky Cluckers, which is our Twitch and Tiltify charity team. And currently we have a team fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for PlayLive PlayLive Challenge season, which goes through the end of May. And if you've ever thought about doing charity and you'd like to join us for PlayLive or any of our future events, please check out the interest form and fill it out, and we'll get back to you. We welcome new people. If you've never fundraised for charity before, we want to help you get started. We have raised in our community here in this channel about $140,000, almost. We're real close to $140,000 raised for various charitable causes through Tiltify is the platform that I use. It's about the equivalent of $550. Jeez. Holy cow. That is a lot of support for a creator. No wonder. He's done, you guys. He is posable. He's already spoken for. I gave him away. I know that's crazy. It's like, what? You did what? You're giving this little guy away? Yeah, I like giving things away. We had a sub goal and we met it, and our friend Simona Giulietta won this little Steve doll that I just finished. So I'm excited to get it sent out to Simona, who is a fellow Twitch streamer and a recent addition to the Artists and Makers Club. If you stream creative content on this platform, please do not hesitate to apply to the club. You love inspiring people to prevent their printers from gathering dust, so you should drop in sometime. Yeah, totally. Hi, Break Fix Bake Ben. How are you? Oh my God, you just got a 3D FDM printer and you're sitting in front of 40 kilograms of filament? Yikes. Better you than me. I don't have space for that. If you have a 3D printer, you can download the models and print it yourself, or you can print the things reposted makes from because you love highlighting other creators. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for shouting out, Simona. We have an ad break incoming in about 3 minutes. 90 seconds of ads. If you don't have a subscription, you might get an ad break. I'm going to show the read video real quick because you brought your community and you guys are new to our community. We had some first-time chats. So please enjoy this read video before any of you follow. It's very important that you watch the video first. Very important information in there, and Twitch has a very strict follow policy. There are absolutely no refunds and no exchanges on Twitch follows. No exceptions. I don't know what to tell you. Watch the video first. I don't make the rules. I'm freaking out right now. I'm fangirling. You have no clothes on. No. Get supported, nerd. No flipping way. You didn't do it. Thank you for the dollar bills for the kiddos. Thank you so much, everybody. Ah!
We talked about this. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. So this is a game to you guys, huh?
What? You're doing so hard!
There's people out here with reputations at stake.
There you have it. That video was made by our friend Forest Cabin Reads, awesome friend of the channel who just launched a Patreon where she's going to be doing painting classes. We have so many amazing friends that are fellow streamers, fellow creatives, very talented, all have different skills, and many of them are willing to share their knowledge and expertise. I believe there will probably be, I think there will be... Most people have it set up for Patreon where you can join the Patreon for free to at least be part of the community there. I know I have it set up that way. Read video pop quiz. What instrument was I playing in the video and what color was it? Yeah, I didn't tell you guys that there was going to be a test. So I'm very happy to have found Twitch 6.5 years ago. It's been a really awesome experience for me getting to share my love of making things and to be a full-time content creator, which means that I get to spend more time with my kids. Honestly, I've had people come in and say weird stuff like, you should be taking care of your children instead of on the internet. Not anytime recently, but I've had comments like that before, or in my comments on YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm like, ironically enough, what you may not realize is before I started doing this, I spent way less time with my children. And I was really tired all the time because I had to work late and I had to get up early with them. I was a professional fine dining restaurant server and sommelier. And in order to make decent money from tips in the restaurant industry, overwhelmingly you have to serve dinner in a nicer place, which means, it's not open till bar closing hours, but still you're stuck there till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Probably about the earliest you're going to get out of there is maybe 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. And then you need to wind down for a couple hours. So I was getting off work at 11, waiting for my bus until 11:30. I lived in Portland. The public transportation system there runs really frequently and late into the night and is very popular, so it's not unsafe to ride at night like it might be in other places, or at least I always felt pretty safe riding public transportation there at night. And so I'd get off my bus at almost midnight. I'd get home and I would have to unwind for a couple of hours. Well, how did I unwind for a couple of hours after my shifts for the longest time? Fortnite, of all things. That's actually what brought me to the platform. Was the video game Fortnite. My husband downloaded it for our PS4. I said, I don't know if that's a good idea. He said, it'll be fine. I ended up being the biggest
competitive person I know for a gamer. Oh, what does the world come to?
I found myself really enjoying playing in like squads and stuff like that. I actually didn't like solos at all at first. Now I'll play solos sometimes because it's nice to just do a one-off. Alerts are really low. Okay. I haven't played much Fortnite recently because I've just been too busy and I can't really stream it right now because it's my CPU needs a new cooler. But yeah, it's been a really fun experience. And if it weren't for Fortnite, I would never have found Twitch and then subsequently found the crafting and the art and making sections of the platform. So thanks, Epic. Let me... Hi, Fairy.
Maybe 9 is the most competitive person I know.
Is that
for a
better?
Oh, what does the world come to?
I'm telling you, the music, all right.
Maybe 9 is the most competitive person I know for a gamer. Oh, what does the world come to?
That's as far as I can turn that up. And the audio source, the audio input capture in OBS is cranked all the way.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
It sounds pretty loud to me.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Weird. Anyway. Well, I was having some audio stuff earlier, and I actually made a stink about, like, tell me when things aren't balanced. Lily, I'm glad it sounds good to you, though. Yeah, so seriously, thank you very much for the raid, and everybody please make sure you give Layers with Lily a follow. If you need to get going to go and practice some self-care or do anything at all, you know, sometimes we have appointments we have to get to or whatever, I completely understand. We're happy to have you. And if you can stick around, great. If not, I get it. In fact, I'm probably going to have to hop off here in the next 15 minutes to a half an hour. We have an ad break right now. I'm going to take a moment and call my husband real quick because he sent me a message earlier and he hasn't responded to me, so I'm going to call him real quick, okay? Thank you for being here. I'll be right back. For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this she's talking about? 360 no-scoping some kid. What even is that?
So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see every single one of you out there with at least 6 units. I want to see everybody placing 69 units apiece in this battle. I want 420 units on this battlefield. stat! You heard what I said. I'm not saying it again.
I'm here a lot earlier this time to say it is subtime la 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 lo 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 lo.
Yeah, you're like,
Get good, Jess Martin. No, I'm kidding. Hi, Tysees. It's so hard. How are you supposed to do that in creative? It's an unrealistic expectation. So, would you like to tell a knock-knock joke?
He just got double shushed.
You got double shushed. You got shushed in stereo. Clip it. You got shushed in stereo. Ha! Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Good save. That was my fault. I
have reflexes.
Well, I wasn't going to come back after today when she spilled her coffee everywhere and then peed her pants a little, but now that there's some free stickers. Oh my god! Oh! Ugh! I'm never doing that again. I can. All right, Linus. I'll see your eyebrows and I'll raise you a nostril flare. Okay, thank you so much for staying when we take breaks. Yes, I am very happy with this little guy. Totes adorbs. I am working on some shop stock. Actually, I should have done this while I was on my break. I'm just going to step away real quick and go upstairs and fetch the other project that I've been working on, which is like a tote bag. I'm trying to work through a bunch of my kitchen cotton. I'll be right back, you guys. Hi, Miro! was like not sure if I liked how the pooling was working out by turning it. I turned my work every round. But I don't know, maybe I do like it. Because you can see that this is where I was turning it. Did you see this, Steve? Miro? I think before I send it to Simona, I might try to do a little stop motion animation that like recreates the video, the animation from the video. Oh wait, did I just do 4 there? I did. Crud. You might recognize this. I use this same yarn for the bath set giveaways that we did. Yeah, it's all good. Is that really all that it is? I thought it was 20. Oh, yeah, no, my dashboard says 981. You're correct. And I saw a wild Jess in here. Hey, Jess. It's gonna take me a while. Oh, right. I can't do it. Only you can, Jess. Only Jess can do it. Yay, chat finally loaded. Oh, I see. And you're over on the YouTube side. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, I can't get chat to load on here. Let me try again, firing up ground control because I couldn't get it to work earlier. Okay, I see YouTube. Now I see Twitch. Okay, good. All right. Yay! There you go, Jess. Jess, you have one of our oldest GiftBot commands, and I'm going to have to go through them in order and bring them over to mix it up. So you... Wait. That's showing Nomi's message from... Have you tried the yesteryear cookbook? That is so delayed. These are really, really, really old Twitch chat messages that are just now coming through on Stream Elements. Yep, there's Laura saying clicked the link and found out I'm already subbed. Well, there goes the idea of being able to read both chats at the same time. Oh, it was a long time ago. On crowd control for now. I don't know. We'll see if it fixes itself. Maybe next time I use it or something. At least it's not like completely disconnected, but if the chats come through that delayed, then it's useless. So I'm just having to have Twitch and YouTube chat in separate windows because I don't really have another... But yes, we are getting very, very, very close to YouTube partner level 2. And I am doing the best that I can to go through and kind of clean up a bunch of the videos. So we had the watch hours in the bag, and then I made all of the videos that had copyright issues, like, you know, the tiny snippets of copyrighted audio that we use for alerts on Twitch. Or that come from sound alerts or stream stickers or TANGIA. Speaking of TANGIA, there is a model of my voice in TANGIA now. Against my better judgment. We're gonna see how that goes. We're trying it out. Still no generative AI. I feel like they have not really worked the kinks out on the generative AI stuff to the point where, like, I'd like a little more control over, you know, what it's allowed to say. But yeah, we're gonna also, it's also gonna be a big project bringing everything over from GiftBot, which has served us well over the years, and I very much appreciate the efforts of Fierce Kittens. And you know, it's difficult to keep up with all of the changes. FK works full time. GiftBot was like a passion project and not something that you know, she was being paid to do, and so we have to understand, like, sometimes people cannot keep up with all of Twitch's changes, etc. So, like, I could have been doing this, and I'm doing a standing double crochet instead of the chain up 3. I've been turning my work. I could have not turned. Well, I should just go ahead and turn my work now. That I did the other panel that way. And that's also what I've been doing on this panel so far. I'm certainly not going to frog that whole thing, and if nothing else, I would just keep the item for myself if I'm not happy with, I'm not like 100% happy with how it looks, but I think it looks alright. Just trying to get through, like I said, some of this like huge amount of like kitchen cotton that I have. I have so much worsted weight acrylic
with some projects that are like useful items that I might even be able to possibly sell locally. Went into a little shop day before yesterday with Ramona, and it's like a coffee shop and a handmade goods boutique. And had a lot of really cool stuff in there, and I was like, see, this is the kind of place where I probably would be able to sell things like, you know, really nice doilies or market bags or coffee sleeves. 15 minutes until freedom. End of your workday, Jess. And I know, for example, Ms. Jean asked for some, maybe some tutorial content regarding circular knitting machine, like a Centro type machine. If you are a patron and there is a particular technique that you'd like to see me do, I am going to prioritize those for tutorial content for YouTube, for some shorts, and maybe even some longer form videos, and also maybe even like recording, maybe not recording per se, sort of, you know, private streams where I demonstrate using certain types of equipment, certain types of stitches. And that's for folks that are, the private streams will sometimes maybe be available to everyone, other times maybe only to folks who are rambunctious roosters and up, when it's like meant to be like kind of a class. If it's like, I'm just organizing my office and I wouldn't mind having, you know, a quieter, you know, things have been more mellow on Twitch lately. I think that, you know, there's probably multiple factors affecting that. My husband was saying, he's like, well, just remember, it's tax season, and every year your April is quieter than your other months. And he's not wrong. And some of you have been extremely generous helping us out with our financial situation, and I will not stop thanking you for that. And it's been off platform, so thank you. I do have a Ko-fi. I do have Stream Elements tips. Everything helps. Everything is appreciated and keeps me doing this full time. One thing that Zach mentioned last night that I think I fail to point out when people are generous and they gift subs is not only does that support the person financially, which is great and important, and of course, you know, especially for those of us doing this as our main source of income, you know, as full-time content creators, that's important and helpful. It also sometimes brings people to become active members of a channel. They see the notification that they received a gifted sub, and it prompts them to come in and check out what's going on. So it's not just financial support. It's not just giving somebody ad-free, you know, who was already here ad-free viewing. It can be a really effective way to help somebody grow their community. So that is another added side benefit of gifting that I think some of us forget to point out, because Twitch's algorithm for who receives gift subs is formulated to gift to people who are already established members, but also purposely, they are making sure that folks who maybe have been in the channel or who have connections to the channel. I'll notice that when someone gifts multiple subs, there does seem to be a pattern. And the subs go to people who that person is already connected to. Maybe not through the channel. Maybe elsewhere. And occasionally people see that they got a gifted sub somewhere and they say, oh, that's so nice. And they come in and they pay it forward to somebody else, which is extremely kind, especially if they are new to the channel. It's very nice. This yarn is so incredibly stiff. I just want to get... I want to make something out of it and have it out of my life. I think it's sugar and cream. Can't remember if I got this in person at a Walmart or a Joann. Are the Joann stores, are they all done yet? Or are they still... I mean, I'm sure they're not all going to close on the same day. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Some are closed, are all closed up, and some are still open. Ah. Can you buy stuff on the website still? Dude, what a sad story, really, because I was reading about it. And apparently what happened is, this is not uncommon, but it does sometimes go awry. Basically, they stopped selling stuff online. Basically, a company, a firm will express interest in purchasing a company, and when they make that purchase, if I understand this, I might be oversimplifying it, but when they make that purchase, they take out a loan to buy the company, but then the loan is in the company's name or whatever, so then the company is in debt instantly. Not to itself, but yeah, it's some kind of like weird situation where then the company is responsible for paying back said loan for its own purchase, and I guess that's what tanked Joann's. That like they were doing really, really well as a company, and then that happened and it kind of tanked them. And they couldn't find another buyer to keep them from having to shutter a bunch of their stores, file bankruptcy and shutter their stores. In fact, I think they had filed bankruptcy once before this. So sad. And I think about all the people who, you know, are out of work. Cranston said he saw that Michaels has fabric on their shelves now. I mean, and some Michaels may have had a fabric section. Yes, private equity firms. That's what it was called. It's, you know, it's like, okay. You know, company A wants to buy company B. They shouldn't be allowed to say, yeah, we want to buy company B. We don't actually have the money to buy company B. We are going to take out a loan that company B will then be responsible for paying back when the company was already worth. Like how does that math work out? Like it doesn't seem like that should be legal. You know? Taking a viable, thriving company and literally running it into the ground via the method that that they acquired it. I worked for a restaurant once upon a time that was inside of a historic building. The restaurant itself had been in operation since the teens or the 20s. When I started working there, I was not yet pregnant with Finn. So this was 13-ish years ago. I had my prom dinner at that restaurant. My parents had their honeymoon inside of the hotel. My family had been going there to the restaurant and the bar forever. For many, many, many years, they had been doing banquets and buffets for holidays and high tea service, 3 seatings a day, every day for the holidays for many, 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 many years. It was a destination for a lot of people's families. I'll use one snooze. Thank you, Miro. Actually, I will use all available snoozes, and I'll finish my story, and then we're going to head on out of here. But yeah, it was, and the building is still a landmark, and there is, I believe, a restaurant in the bottom floor, but it's no longer the restaurant that I worked at that was like one time when they did construction, they found a menu behind one of the booths that was from like the 1940s or something. It's like the place had a lot of history, and the chef, when I first started there, was a James Beard award-winning chef, and everything was really tasty and really well prepared, and very focused on like French, culinary technique, and a really nice quality place to go have a good fine dining experience, a really nice wine list, etc., etc. Local food, everything like locally sourced whenever possible. And we were under the umbrella of one corporation, and another corporation bought our parent company out, and they ran the business into the ground. They were so excited about us and thought we were just the coolest thing, and told us they were going to leave everything as close to, promises, as close to how it was when they acquired the company as possible. But, one by one, things started to happen. They were asking employees to pay a monthly fee out of our paycheck, to have a deduction on our paycheck for things like being allowed to have unlimited sodas or order employee discount food. So in order to order employee discount food, you had to pay part of your paycheck. Never heard of such a thing. Like, not to get free food, to have the privilege of ordering an employee discounted meal, you had to pay it blows my mind. Like, restaurant people work so hard already, and it's just insulting. It's just downright insulting to ask people to do things like that. And then, this was their discount program across the board on all their properties. So then that meant you got like discounted rates on like, a hotel room at the Golden Nugget. And I'm like, I don't want a discounted hotel room rate at the Golden Nugget. I'm not paying $9.50 per paycheck. Every 2 weeks, I'm not paying $10, even though it's a nominal amount. Then you, like, if you think about how many employees they have, they are, multiply that by the thousands and thousands of employees that they're asking to pay this. It just felt very, very slimy. And eventually I left to go work at a different restaurant. And then shortly after that, I found out they were hiring at the place that I ended up at before the pandemic. And I was there, except for the year we were in Colorado, I was there for 6 years. And it's because nobody there ever would have dreamed of asking me to pay to have coffee for free, to have soda for free. We love you, Raven. You're not wrong. That is the exact right word to describe it, but trust me, I could use some very strong language to describe how I felt being treated like that, and also having to talk to my customers in a certain way that was really corporate and gross, and like asking them if they wanted to be in our rewards program. And I'm like, we're a fine dining restaurant. This is so tacky. Like, hey, whatever, fine. People like rewards programs a lot of the time. That's great. Have it be something that is completely optional for them to ask about and sign up for, maybe on like a website or, part of the receipt or whatever. And so, but the silver lining, the positive end to that story is what? And I've told this story here so many times. I ended up at that place that I was at where
They fed me nightly with no cost. I got to take beautiful bread and pastries home. It led me to a job that was incredible and that I kept thinking to myself, I'd really love for this to be my last restaurant job ever so I can go out on a high note, right? Like, oh, you won your victory royale after 4 grueling matches of Fortnite. Turn it off. You know, you hit the jackpot, cash out. Like, I wanted to cash out of restaurants on a high note. And I was able to do that, and it's because of 2 things. Because of that place, the guy who ran it and his managers and the rest of the staff, who were all amazing. All of my kitchen homies were so incredible and helped me give people a great experience. And I believed in what we were serving, and I loved that place, and I poured my heart and soul into it, even though I knew restaurants were not really my passion. I was able to work there in the way that I needed to be successful in a restaurant, to believe in what we were providing people. It was something that I was missing in my life for the longest time. And the lesson I learned from that was not to continue restaurant work, period, if I could help it. And I don't pray, but I manifested. I said, please let there be some way that I can support my family that means something to me, that I can do something with my life that's meaningful, and that I can do good things for other people that is not so fleeting and so exhausting and so difficult, and doesn't have health insurance and doesn't have benefits. Well, what I'm doing right now does not come with those things, but we are on a path to make that happen for our family without having to rely on employment from someone who treats us poorly, and that's because of you. There's no 2 ways about it. It's because of this community. It's because of everything you do for me. It's because of our moderators. It's because of those of you who have been relentlessly pushing our YouTube lately. Those of you who have participated in our sponsorships, of which I've signed up for another one, but we won't start it until either tonight if I stream or, whenever's the next time that I stream. I cannot thank you enough, no matter what the future holds, for giving me the opportunity to finally walk away from restaurants. As much as I love many of the people who I got to know through restaurant work and learned a lot of really amazing things, honestly, like skills, and I found out that I had a level of patience that I didn't think I did, not just for people's shenanigans, but like for myself, with like learning something and sticking with things. And I stuck with jobs that were not great. Thank you, Miro. I stuck with jobs that were not great, and I made it work because I had to. So I know I'm capable of that. But I also realized, you know what? You have opportunities that are presented to you in life. Don't be afraid to take them when they come up, to improve your life and to do something that's better for you than what you had before. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to sit and just suffer in the same spot if it's not serving you, right? I encourage all of you to think that way. It doesn't mean that you have to take the leap right this second. It's like we were talking about with DJ's tarot reading. You don't have to do it in some flurry of impulsiveness. You can take your time and plan it if that's what you really need to do. But take the steps you need to take. Grab at those opportunities. You are worth it. You're worth taking the right kind of healthy risks. So thank you. I love you guys. I'm in your debt forever. I'm so grateful. I really am. It's a happy thing, and it's a good spot to have found myself in my life, in my 40s, which I actually feel like are probably so far the best decade of my adult life, aside from professionally and personally, outside of stuff to do with my family and my kids. I loved the phase where my children were babies. I found a towel that all 3 of them used after baths, and it brought me to tears, happy tears, remembering all of the times I, bathed our kids when they were little. And maybe a little sad that those days are over.
But I'm also excited for the future with my kids, with being able to do things with them that you can't do with toddlers and small children. You just can't because they're not capable of, you know, hanging for that kind of stuff. There's plenty you can do with kids that people think you can't. But I'm looking forward to, you know, for example, stuff that requires a bit more physical stamina from them, like, you know, hiking longer distances and things like that. That's something that our family needs to do more of. Yeah, no more snoozes. Let's take a quick peek and figure this out rapidly because we have no more snoozes on ads. Ooh. I may have a target. Oh man, too bad I can't jump in. I don't know what he's doing on the Fortnite screen when it says, oh, Fortnite one game. You guys, let's go cheer Mike on. He's going to do Fortnite. I think he might be wrapping up his stream pretty soon, but I'd love to raid into him. Mike is a great friend of the stream. This is Canvas Monsters. Been supporting us here for a long time. We love to give each other crap. Come with us on the raid, please. We're doing this quickly because we got to get out of here so that the ads don't... I don't want you guys to have to watch ads at the very end. Thank you so much. And Christy, have a great... Oh, well, listen. Christy, you're amazing. I super appreciate you. It's not like... Look, I just feel like, hey, if you've invested in what we do here in whatever way, then it's important to me to let you know that I feel like it's a good thing to pay it back to you and forward. Just, you know, like the right kind of responsibility to steward our community and to try to create the best content that I possibly can. And that's because you guys rock. Bye-bye.